started or appeal your disability claim. We'll come to you within 24 hours. That's the Disability Express. Getting a Social Security decision can take a long time, so get started today. Call 1-800-CALL-SAM now.
More news than anyone else. It's what we do. Breaking now from Fox 17 News.
A lot of people watched our live coverage this morning, streaming live from Fox 17 online or our iPhone and Android apps. Fox 17's Kevin Craig was our reporter in the field, and though he's usually in the weather office, he did a heck of a job for us on the sidelines. Kevin, tell us what it was like out there covering that fire and seeing it firsthand up close.
Well, certainly bitterly cold, Christian. You know, you got to feel for the firefighters, and we have wind chills that are running about 10 to 15 degrees below zero. We have actual air temperatures in the single digits, and these guys are up on the ladder. They're on the ground. They're trying to get that water to flow, and they're trying to do their job. You know, that had to impair their ability to do the really best job that they could just because of Mother Nature and the weather and the temperatures. The other thing is, of course, the home plate area, as you know, the main gate faces the south. That's where we walk in. Those firefighters and even us reporters had a very stiff wind coming in, probably at about 10 to 15 miles per hour out of the south-southwest. So when that wind's blowing that fire, it's not going to take it down the third baseline. It's going to take it down the first baseline in the structure and spread that fire, and that's exactly what we saw happen here. So all those things going on for the firefighters and for us on the scene, bitterly cold. I can tell you, I've been off the scene for the better part of 3 hours now, and I still have a chill in my bones. That's how cold it is outside, and that's just what we're dealing with right now. And there's even more colder weather, as Rick's been telling us, that's coming on Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, Kevin, it's Rick. Great job this morning, by the way. I have a question. The water, how much of that was freezing? It was so cold this morning, you would think there'd be a tremendous amount of ice out there.
Yeah, it was hard to tell from our vantage point once we moved around to the south side of the stadium, but you can tell from the ladder the units that were up. There were two of them. There were 5 mutual aid fire departments that were there, but there were 2 ladder trucks, and they were spraying it down on the roof. You could tell that not long after they start spraying that edges of the roof where the flames were no longer to be seen was really icing up. And then once we walked in to get interviews with some of the firefighters, that whole area, the parking lot and the steps, all of that, as that ran out, was completely iced up just because of the temperature. So bitterly cold out there.
All right, well, some tough conditions, and we thank you for your reporting this morning. Boy, and those conditions are going to get only worse as we head into the weekend.
It's especially by Sunday and into next week, it is going to be rough out there. We were down to 9 below this morning.
Wow.
Coldest temperature in 3 years, but as we've been talking about for a while, even colder air is moving in. Let's track it here. We've been showing you this graphic for the last several days. This is a look at temperatures. The colors indicate the relative temperatures here. Obviously, the pink and the white, that's an indication of the Arctic air that's moving in. Now, this is 12 o'clock or 12:15 tomorrow. We're relatively mild at this point. The Arctic air is still way up to the north, but watch what happens as we progress over the next few days. This is Sunday afternoon, and boom, by Sunday night into Monday and Tuesday, we are looking at some very cold air, not only here in West Michigan, but across most of the eastern half of the country. But some good news, by Wednesday and Thursday, it starts to moderate considerably. So it's going to be a very intense, but luckily very brief Arctic outbreak for the eastern half of the country, including right here at home. Things are relatively quiet tonight, though. Live Fox 17 radar not showing much happening. Temperatures have actually recovered quite a bit from the sub-zero lows we had this morning. It's currently 12 above at Kalamazoo, 12 above in Battle Creek as well, and it's 11 in Marshall. We're up to 14 right now in Hopkins, 13 in Allegan. Out at Ford International, temperatures in the mid-teens, also 15 in Marne right now, 19 in Muskegon, with temperatures off to the north also in the teens. How much warmer it is off to our west. Readings in the 20s and 30s, and those temperatures are significantly warmer than it was at this point yesterday. We are actually going to be warming up overnight tonight and throughout the day tomorrow before we come crashing down into tomorrow night and on Sunday. Here's the big picture in terms of snow. You can see the UP still getting some snow, but things relatively quiet, not only across most of the Midwest, but certainly here at home. Winds are kind of brisk, and that's going to be an issue for us overnight tonight with those sub-zero wind chills. Overnight temperatures, though, here on Fox 17 Future Track continuing to rise. You can see by midnight already in the 20s along the lakeshore. First thing tomorrow morning will be in the teens to the south, near 30 by Hart and Muskegon. It's going to be a mild day for us tomorrow, too, with temperatures close to 30 degrees for the afternoon high. And we're going to stay relatively mild tomorrow night. It won't be until Sunday that we start to see temperatures really crash, and that could could give us those wind chills of around 30 below by late Sunday night into Monday and Tuesday as well. Now, your forecast for the rest of tonight: cloudy skies, windy, rising temperatures will be close to 20 first thing in the morning. Here's your 7-day forecast now, and after a tolerable day tomorrow, we'll see snow move in. We could have several inches accumulation tomorrow night and Sunday. We do have winter storm watches in effect. Brutally cold Monday and Tuesday, sub-zero lows and afternoon highs if we're lucky, getting to around 5 or 10 degrees before temperatures moderate next week. We're going to have much more on this Arctic blast and the winter storm that's coming during Fox 17 News at 6.
Boy, that looks cold. Thanks a lot, Rick, I guess. A protection order and a new private investigator. The latest developments in the search for a missing doctor from West Michigan.
Here's what we're working on for Fox 17 News at 6.
The challenges firefighters face as they fought the fire in that frigid cold this afternoon.
This group will come together and the league will fully support them.
We'll tell you about the support for the ballpark and the team from the Midwest League.
Get looped in and be the first to hear about great giveaways.